Hello, I'm Alan Chai for Asian American Film and Studies, ASAM 325. Here's my essay. As evidenced by the material viewed and discussed in class, Asian American films are yet to be acclaimed and accepted by a wider commercial audience. Nevertheless, the fundamental theme that seems to be centralized in almost all films is the exploration and discovery of one's new identity when placed in a foreign land. Concentrating not only on this particular theme, but certain techniques and scenes as well. I will explain how these elements pioneer a new and unconventional type of film that resonates deep with Asian Americans. Journey from the Fall, written and directed by Ham Tran, follows two separate journeys. One of a Vietnamese man named Long Nguyen, who endures cruel treatment in a North Vietnamese re-education camp. The other of his wife, son, and mother who struggle in creating a new life in an unforgiving foreign land. The events don't stray far from actual history, allowing the viewer to understand what grief and constant fear the Vietnamese refugees lived in. But it was the silent scenes that struck most vigorous. Nothing is heard save for the keys of a piano playing when Long gets shot in the back. All the torment and distress endured, as well as the risk of escaping the camp to reach his family, become futile in a split second. In the scene after the pirates' raid, the boat Long's family was in, nothing is heard except for the piano as women and children feel hopeless and broken as they sprawl themselves on top of the deck. Tran's use of silence forces the viewer to feel the weight and depth of the pain without the use of words or noise. Dissimilar in many aspects is the Asian American rom-com directed by Daniel Shah. Sam, a New York attorney, finds himself implanted in an environment he has no interest in familiarizing himself with, despite his Chinese background. Obviously disoriented with his surroundings, Sam complains, "I am totally out of my element here," in which his relocator specialist counters, "At least you know how your parents felt." They're immigrants, right? We Americans like to call ourselves expats, but the fact of the matter is, we're immigrants. This specific scene harkens me back to the journey from the fall. Immediately, I compared the hardships between Sam and Long and conclude that Sam's sufferings are insignificant compared to the latter. Difference in time, age, circumstance, and culture are the bones to how strikingly different the two characters are. Despite this, however, what ties them together is their inability to forget their roots. In Journey from the Fall, Mai's friend tells her, "You want to make a new life in America, and you have to abandon all of your past." Both discover that this is impossible, for the past is and always will be part of who they are. Likewise, Sam decides to stay in Shanghai when he finally embraces his roots and allows it to be part of his identity. What was quite obvious upon watching both films was the purpose the director wanted to lead the film toward. Min T. Nguyen interviewed Ham Tran and asked, "Did you have any personal experience to draw upon?" Tran responded with real stories that either he or a person he knew experienced, a slow-paced sense of genius that and no drama-packed authenticity is carried throughout the film. This is contrasted with Shanghai Calling, where the use of quick-witted lines, romantic and/or drama-intense scenes accompanied with attractive actors help bolster movie sales. Although I personally identify more with Sam, I believe that Journey from the Fall is more impactful in terms of storytelling. My dad once told me that when he and his family came to the States via boat, they encountered pirates as well. All the men stood atop the deck and offered all their belongings and convinced them that all the women and children were on another boat. The story turned out to be a fortunate one, as the pirates left them unharmed. Stories such as these reflected in the film offers a visual explanation of what my dad actually went through to give me a better life today. We're excited are for Min T. Nguyen, an interview with Journey from the Fall director Journey from the Fall, Director Hamtran, Journey from the Fall, and Shanghai Calling.